This program was developed during 3D graphics programming and was the major project for the course, and was written using C++ in Microsoft Visual Studio 2010 Express. In this game, the user moves his brick character around the screen and collects the rotating cube characters, which dynamically and randomly generate all over the screen in different places after they've been hit. If the cube bounces into one of these, if the brick cube bounces into one of these boundaries, then the character will actually lose health points, which is monitored on these two cubes here. These dynamically update and a different texture is added to them. When each time the character actually collects one of the rotating cubes, their score increases on the score tracking cubes. The aim of this program was to demonstrate an understanding of computer graphics in techniques such as lighting and texturing with an interactive program. My program renders a world terrain, which is this grassy area down here, and multiple static objects and lots of movable objects. Most of my objects are rendered with lighting algorithms that include specular highlights. They all have textures and are also, which are done with either the procedure-driven textures or color maps. And my program responds to user inputs. The inputs the user can use are the number keypad, and that makes it so that the user can move his brick around. So this being demonstrated is by this. You can move the keyboard, the little brick character around to go around and collect the rotating cube. So there he's collected one of the cubes and his score's gone up and the cube is moved. So then we'll go and collect another one, and again score's gone up and the cube is moved again. The other things the user can do is they can use the left and right arrow key to rotate the camera or the playing board around the y-axis. So I'll show you that in motion. So this is the left key being hit. So it rotates the playing field around, and the right key moves it back again. The player can also zoom in and out using the slash or the asterisk key. So this is the slash key where he's zooming right out, and then you got the zoom right in, so close that you can actually see my grassy texture. So yeah, so that's the zoom key. Oh, that's a bit far. So that's the zoom. You can see a little bit of noticeable tiling, so I probably needed to fix up that texture a little bit more so it didn't tile as much. The user can also use the up and down arrow keys. Now what the up and down arrow key does is it actually rotates the screen the other way so that you can go underneath the ground, and in this case you can actually see the backface culling working as well as the Z buffering happening. So you can actually see through the terrain and you're only seeing the sides of the image that are facing you. So yeah, we can go right above the field or right below, which I showed you before. So we'll go back to the normal view. Now, as I was saying before, the user has a few things they can do. So the goal is to actually go and catch those little rotating cubes over there and to increase your score. So he goes along and he catches those. We might get a little bit closer so we can see what's happening. And he goes along, he catches it, and the score's going up. And his health is still 10. Oh dear, he bumped into the side. Oh, he's bumping into the side, and his health's going down. Then he can collect another rotating cube, and his health goes back up again, and his score goes up. So this is all demonstrating the 3D algorithms where you've got the transforming and the translating of the algorithm. So it's all done on the fly, so it's all dynamic and program generated. So you've got the 3D graphic rotation, you've got scaling happening, you've got different textures. The other things that this actually demonstrates is the use of surface normals. So I can toggle the normal on and off. So this is without the normals showing. So it has a really large effect on the lighting and that sort of thing. So I can turn the normal back on again. And then we've also got the textures. I can turn the textures on and off as well. So that's taking off the graphic textures. So it's just the plain image. See, and that's some of what it does. You can see the lighting on the different, see it really clearly when it hasn't got the textures on it. So the lighting over here is quite obvious. And it's all being done by shaders. So we've got the vertices shader as well as the fragment shaders happening here. You can notice it fairly obviously as the terrain rotates around. You can see what's happening. So I'll turn those textures back on. So yeah, that's basically what it does. Had a lot of fun making this, learnt a lot. Really got to practice a lot of matrices and vectors and all that sort of thing. My son loves making the cube go around the screen and catching all the cubes. So yeah, lots of fun, guys. If you've got any comments or questions, or if you'd like to see the assessment criteria or the documentation that went along with this project, by all means, have a look down the bottom in the comments section. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day. Bye.